guys, September 22nd, 2017. I'm going back to that boiler job. I gotta hook up them water tank, hook up them oil tanks, and you know, finish the boiler out. Electrician's coming about 9 o'clock to do the wiring, and you know, I gotta purge the air out of the zones and got a couple of things, you know, on the boiler. I gotta get that oil tank set, get the oil in the tanks, and so I get this system running. It's only gonna be like 60 degrees today. The guy needs hot water too, so hopefully I can get both tanks done today. It's kind of rainy. Even if I get the one tank set with some oil in it, get them running over there, get them by for the weekend. I could always come back Monday. It's Friday. I could always come back Monday and do the other tank, but I gotta get them tanks out of there and get them holes through the wall cleared out, and then I could worry about hooking up at least one tank. I got my pipe machine and I gotta thread all the pipe and everything, so I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna have the right amount of fittings there or what. We'll see. I gave you guys some shots. We'll put together a video day 2. We'll get it done. That's how it is. Just get it done. I left the dog at home again today. No sense of leaving her in the truck all day, and it's, you know, leave her in the house. Alright guys, I got them 2 tanks slid out. I got the new tanks over there that I gotta come in, but I gotta get these pipes out of here first. So I gotta try to loosen up this mortar concrete around here. I got my Bosch hammer drill there. We're gonna give it to Gundy. See if we can loosen them up. I got this tank kind of picked up and tipped. I'm trying to get as much oil out of it as I can. I'll do the same to the other one. just want to get these out, and I'll worry about the other ones. Get the tanks in, then I can put the piping in. I'll seal these after. Once I get them out, I'll clean the holes out. We'll get the pipes in and seal them later. This thing's still dripping, so we'll get some more oil out of it, and I'll switch it over to the other side. Get as much oil out as I can. Sealing them up later. I'm not worried about that right now. I got some mortar. Put some mortar on there later. Just worrying about getting the new pipes in, and we'll seal them up later. Yo, gunny. And we'll give it the old Gundy. Starting to rain here. I'm gonna get the tanks in, piped off, and oil in them. This guy flipping heat. Alright. I'll worry about sealing them up after I get the pipes in. I'm not worried about that right now. I got good sized holes there now, that's fine. I'm not worried about that. They're gonna all be 1.25 inches now, so we'll get this tank in. I'll clean this up, we'll get the tank in place where it's gonna go. And we'll pipe it off and then get the oil in it. Then once that one's in place, we'll slide the other one in. It's gonna be, I gotta do that tank first. Alright guys, on the top of the tank there's these plugs that come in there. I usually hit it with a screwdriver and then get my my claw hammer in there and pop them out. They're all 2-inch. There's 4 2-inch. Pop them out. There's one on the bottom I gotta get out too. Yeah, that's 3/2 inch. So what I want to do is I'm probably gonna use these 2 outer holes for this tank. This one will come up with a swing joint and out. This one will come up, you know, over with 2 elbows. Always, I like to put swing joints on everything in case it settles or something happens. And then the 2 inner ones will come for the other tank. Now, the most important thing we'll do with the tank is there's a gauge that goes in, and then the arm bends. So wherever you put that gauge, you want to make sure you put the fill, so when they're filling, they don't break the gauge off. It's important. So if I put the gauge here and it goes over, and then put the fill on that very end, when they fill it, it won't break the gauge. You know, it won't break off the arm. I'll show you what I mean. I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some pipe dope on all these joints, and then we'll assemble it. Alright, you can see the arm. I'm better to put the fill down there, and then it'll miss this arm. This arm basically comes to the second tap right here. So that's the way it's gonna go. And if you put this thing, if there's oil in a tank, you have to push it down, so keep this thing straight. But there's no oil in the tank now, so I don't have a problem with it. This way here they can come over here and see it. So when the arm comes up, it's going to come to about here. So if I put the fill down the other end, I'll be okay. Good to pick it up, make sure it works. Now, if there's oil in a tank, you have to push this down as you're spinning it to put the arm straight. You don't have to worry about there's no oil in the tank right now. So. Alright. This is going to be 2 by 1.25 bushing. In my state, as long as they're both 1.25, we're okay. They have to both be the same size, the vent and the fill. In my state. In your state, I don't know what they do in your state, but that's what they do here. I just want to make sure I can get the offset here before I set the tank and put the oil in it. You want to really make sure you tighten the shit out of these things, because you don't want it leaking when they're filling it. That's when they leak. They fill it. I do have a 2-inch tap in the truck. Sometimes I'll tap them if they're bad. That's welded, that's a welderette, so when they weld it, it really warps the shit out of the threads. pipe on this. Like I said, you want to give it, tighten it up good. I could put a cheater on there if I wanted to, but I don't really need to. I don't think. If it's loose, the sucker will leak. We don't want that. You gotta be calling me back. Especially the fill, you want to make sure that sucker's tight. They both have to be tight, or this flipping thing will be leaking all over the place. Alright, we're tight there. So we've got a 2 1/4 bushing that's going to come up. Probably an elbow, 2 elbows, or an elbow and a 45 and out on an angle up. And outside I'll put a scully, 45 scully where they'll fill it. This one here is 2 1/4 vent gauge. It's a vent in the gauge. So this will whistle when they're filling the tank. When the oil reaches the bottom, the whistle stops. This will come up 2 elbows and out. Swing joint outside with a vent, and then there'll be 2 plugs. But for now, I'm going to fill it with oil, and the 2 middle ones will be the pipes coming through. And I'll do the same thing on the other tank. This will have a longer offset, but the pipes won't cross. Let me get the bottom. That's a 1/2 inch thread there.